Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the team's in a new world where things were a little glitchy when they entered, and now everything here seems to be medieval themed. Again. And kind of fake. Again, but not like the fun kind of fake like last time where it was an overt theme park. No, everything just seems to be just a little bit off. And it is wigging our heroes out as they are currently in a tavern. In a town that they found that calls itself Chicago, even though it doesn't look like any version of Chicago that has existed in any version of history. But, you know, it's an alternate universe, so we can be flexible, but everything's wrong. Everything is wrong, and it's wigging Amy out. All right, so is there a bar here?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many people, like, what kind of people are at the bar?
There's a few people, some wearing, mostly wearing, work clothes, kinds of things they would have been wearing during the day. There's a bartender, behind the bar.
What does the bartender look like?
A halfling man.
A halfling?
Yeah.
Halfling. How long has there been a halfling here? I didn't notice the halfling earlier. I'm getting up from the table and walking over to the bar.
Okay. Hey, what can I get for you?
What's your deal?
Our deals are
No,
here.
not the. What's your deal specifically? What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
You're the only halfling in this place. What's your deal?
I own this place. I'm
this
Bob.
Place. Great. You're Bob. Bob, good consistency with the names here. Great. What's your deal? Like, this whole place, what's its deal? Like, I came in, and when I was asked what I wanted to order, and I just kept getting everything was an option, and that doesn't make any sense. Usually a place like this, either you have a menu or you're just doing one thing that day, and then your choice is either just that one thing, or if there's a menu, there's a list of options, because it's impossible for anyone to know everything, of course. Yet that's not what happened.
Okay.
And again, everyone seems to be like a poorly programmed holodeck character. I know that sentence makes no sense to you, so that's fine.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's... Bob, I need you to know, this entire place is creeping the shit out of me. Creeping me right out. You're very attractive, but it's still creeping me out.
Okay.
So I want to know what your deal is.
Sorry about that.
No, I mean, like, your entire place appears to be a magical construct, including you, so that's why I'm kind of freaking out. So I want to figure out what's happening.
I'm not sure I can help you with that.
Great. Do you know who could?
Uh, I
You seem like a smart guy, Bob, and I want to like you. You seem
okay.
nice. And I don't want to like cause trouble or like disrupt anybody's way of life. And so I just, but I'm an insatiably curious person, and again, whole place is freaking me out. I've been in some bad situations before with people who pretended to be things they weren't, and so I just want to make sure that I'm in a safe place, Bob, especially because we've got our kid here. And I want to make sure he's safe. And,
He's safe. Of course he's safe.
oh, I know you're going to say that. Bob, I need to know what the sense of reality I should be maintaining here is. If you were in my shoes and you walked into a place where everything was just slightly not right and everyone seemed super nice, but they were all emanating like the kind of energy that implies that there's a magical spell on everything here, wouldn't you be a little suspicious if you were in my shoes, Bob?
Of course.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to ask you, Bob. Why are you magic?
This is magic.
Well, I mean, that's a wide variety of things, though. You know what I mean? Like, and I just do a quick little flourish of letter hand. That is magic, but that's not the same as, and I gesture widely across the entire room, versus this. Like, there's scales, right?
Okay.
Who is responsible for the magic?
The magic has just been here.
The magic has been here. Okay, good. That is a piece of information which at least tells me your frame of reference, right?
Okay.
How long? So the magic has always been here, Bob. How long have you been here? What's your conception of time?
I don't really understand what you mean by that.
Well, I'm 23 years old. I've existed for 23 years.
Okay.
So that's how long I've been around. How long have you been around, Bob?
I'm 23 years old.
No, that doesn't make any sense, Bob. How old is Mary over there? How long has she been in this universe? Or wherever we are. How long has Mary existed?
23 years.
Right. So you're telling me that you... Okay, I know I'm trying to apply like real world logic to something that is clearly not the real world. I'm presuming, because other people are here, that we're not in my head. So that's why I'm... Why do you think you've been here for 23 years, Bob?
I mean, because I have.
But do you think that would be an awfully strange coincidence?
This is just how it is.
Right, but so like take my friends, we're all different ages, right?
Right.
Obi is 10. He's only been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
Liz is... How old is Liz? Amy knows how old Liz is.
Yeah.
Trey just doesn't know how old Liz is.
Yeah, I think Liz is like 25.
Liz, for example, is 25. She's been around for 25 years. Do you see how we're all different ages? And If I go
Yes,
and
of
ask
course.
this other person over here, hey, you, just go to the next guy at the bar. Who's the person standing to my left?
Uh, it's an orc woman uh, who appears to have just gotten off her shift mining.
Hey, you. God, your arms are nice.
Yes,
Anyways, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Okay, so we have variation. That's good. Okay, I gotta stop looking at people. Okay, now,
Obi would like to ask the waitress for a glass of chocolate milk.
Sure thing, hon.
what
And
kind
she
of
goes off.
reality is this?
Amy,
What?
This is
What?
this.
What?
I asked for chocolate milk.
And
And
they're
she said
gonna,
okay.
yeah, they're gonna bring you chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk doesn't exist in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but this is Chicago. Chicago didn't exist in the Middle Ages.
Literally, none of this makes sense. The bartender's 23. So is the waitress. What are the ages they gave me right after I told them I was 23? Although
Don't-
the orc who with the nice arms, she's 29 apparently. So the pattern broke after I explained that we have different ages.
Amy, it's learning from you.
Well, it should.
Mary brings you a chocolate milk.
Thank you.
What is the purpose of this place? I'm just looking at Bob.
We sell food and drinks here.
Yeah, but
We also have
right.
have rooms for people to sleep.
Yeah, but okay, but since all the people here are made of magic except for us, who are you selling it to? And if the currency that is being used here by your patrons is made of the same stuff you are, and the food, I'm really glad I didn't eat that. Okay,
Dee has absolutely eaten the stew.
okay. Of course she has. Well, fuck. Bob,
Can I get you anything else?
an
Do you know-
explanation?
I was gonna ask if you know of like any magical beings, like wizards or
Oh,
warlocks
yes, of
or-
course. Yes. We've been having trouble with a wizard.
And I'm assuming you're not talking about me, right?
Of course not.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Just checking.
What is the quest with the wizard?
Oh, well, the wizard has been menacing this town with his army, and we've been having trouble. He's been stealing from this town.
Stealing what?
It's a good question.
Yeah, no, stealing what?
Livestock.
What is he doing with livestock?
I don't know.
Seems like an odd thing. You think about asking him?
Well, he's a wizard. He's powerful.
Right, but asking a question isn't putting up a fight. You know, we could, I'm saying like, hey guy, why are you running off with our livestock is a thing you could ask, without really starting a fight. Or What are you using all the pigs for? You can ask him.
Where does the wizard live?
Just down the road.
All right, let's go. Ask him what he's doing with the pigs.
Okay.
Okay.
What, we're looking for a wizard now? Like a pig stealing wizard?
Yep.
Are you sure he's actually a wizard, not just an asshole who steals
I've
pigs?
confused the hell out of the NPCs.
Yeah. Let's just do the quest line and get it over with.
Okay.
Oh god damn it! We're in someone's D&D game.
What do you think? Someone's
Or a fantasy adventure video game.
I don't know. Usually fantasy video games have better names than Bob and Mary. Those totally sound like things a GM came up with because they didn't have anything.
I mean, I think you guys missed out. The stew is pretty good. It's tasty.
All right, let's check on the truck before we go find the wizard.
Okay.
That might not be a bad call.
Yep.
What does checking on the truck entail?
Make sure the truck is still there.
Truck's still there. All right. Yeah,
And
truck's
Onyx
still there.
is still in it.
Onyx is there. Flaps his wings at you.
Oh, I decide if Onyx flaps his way. Okay, I know. All right, let's go deal with the wizard. I grab a gun.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Actually, I
all
don't. I have awful range stats. I'm not gonna grab a gun, but it's just funny.
Yeah, you got out of the inn, and it is morning.
What the shit?
Where Obi's right. Shitty video game.
Yep.
Oh my god, did someone just toss this thing up on Steam? What is going on?
Obi's just waiting for the screen tearing to happen in real life.
Yeah. Okay.
We're off to see the wizard. The crappy pig stealing wizard.
Let's go punch him in the nuts. All right. Let's go.
A wizard steals pigs.
I don't know. It's probably
God,
also
what is
sheep.
this?
Oh, I hope he's not
Cows.
a pig man, sir.
The hell is a pigmancer?
You don't want to know.
We'll tell you
Oh,
when you're
no.
older, D.
I'm older than Obi, I think.
I think you're
Yes,
older
I
than me
am.
too. I'm pretty. How old is D?
Dee was in her 30s last I don't remember what the
no. I'm
specific
pretty sure you're
age
the
was.
oldest one of all of us.
And I will continue to be alive long after all of you. Oh, I'm sad now.
Not the way you live. I'm a quarter elf. I got better odds on my clean living than yours.
I got some elf.
Yeah, you got tiny. You smell like raw human to the people from the wild. You got
Fair. Yeah.
you got one Bligstein, 1/1000th of a bit of elf in you. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to point out that was just you'd be taller.
Yeah,
if you
getting
were
kind
more
of
elf.
weird about elf stuff today. Just saying.
I'm saying
A
she'd
little
be
bit weird.
taller if she had more elf.
Tell yourself.
Obi
Dave, what
walks
is
over
your
to the
deal?
wizard's house.
I'm just saying, you've been saying some weird stuff about elves today. So, I don't know.
Okay.
Feeling some passive aggression toward the elves.
I'm not being passive aggressive towards the elves. At no, what is? Okay. Fuck this, D. All right, let's.
So there's a fence at the edge of town, and then a a road that you can see leads to a a small tower.
Detect spooky. I'm assuming
It's all
everything.
spooky.
Yeah.
It's not
Hey.
more spooky than anything else.
Hey, chuckle fuck! Come out! Goat fucker, come out! Do I see any livestock?
No.
They're all in his bedroom. That's where
What if
all the
he's like?
livestock's gone. Look at
What
that.
if he's
No
just like making
livestock.
bacon, like
If he's,
inventing it
No,
for
I-
these people?
yeah, no, he's diddling the goats. Let's
Ew.
go.
Ew. No,
Yeah, ew.
gross.
All right. So there's a tower?
Yeah.
All right. There are windows on that tower, right?
There are some windows on the tower, yeah.
I'm casting fly.
Okay.
I'm kicking off the ground. I'll be right back. I got comms on. I'm flying up to the window in the tower.
Okay. It looks pretty empty.
Hey, goat fucker. Come on. Come out wherever you are.
Just once, it'd be cool if we went somewhere where there was like a castle that was just, neat. It's just kind of fun.
I mean, to be fair, the last place we were at had a castle that was just kind of neat.
Yeah, that's true. But like a real castle, not a tourist trap castle.
Uh, name a real castle that's not a tourist trap.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like a fantasy world where the castle is being used as a castle, not as a.
What about that one?
Yeah, one
the
with
one-
the what's her face and what's his
The,
face.
the
and-
princess and and my friend.
Oh yeah, with Melby and the where everything looked like a Filmation cartoon. Yeah, that one.
There you go. You went
That
to
was real
castle.
and used.
That
We
was
stayed over.
everything had this vaguely cardboard feel to it. I can't. Whatever.
I thought it felt like plastic.
It did, but like sometimes the backgrounds looked like they were crudely painted. I don't understand.
All right, I'm just like flying around this tower looking for any signs of anybody.
Okay, yeah, you're not really seeing anyone.
Obi walks up to the front door and knocks.
Okay. Yeah, the door opens and standing there is what definitely appears to be a cowboy.
Goddamn Westworld bullshit. I detect spooky on the cowboy.
He's spooky.
Hey, asshole.
Okay.
Just drop down from like above. What's your deal?
What do you mean?
What's
We
your
thought
thing?
there was supposed to be a wizard in this tower. You look like a cowboy.
Yeah,
so
like
what's
you're
your
not
deal?
really doing the whole wizard thing.
Yeah, so what's your deal?
Oh, I command the wizard's armies.
Why do you are
Why
where-
a cowboy?
are
the
we in an
theming
action
is so
figure
weird.
bin? I don't. Like, is this toy themed like that Melby place?
I don't know.
I wasn't. Just Amy was talking to like D.
I don't know. It didn't feel quite the same to me. Feels different
All right.
somehow.
So you're gonna just like stick to your script and your role and have no idea about what's going on. And if I ask you questions, you're just gonna try to make the simulation or wherever this is bullshit more realistic based off of my suggestions, right? That's what's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. What's your name, cowboy asshat? What's your name?
Ethan?
Ethan. Great, Ethan. Hi, Ethan. Ethan, what? Is
I
there
like how
anybody we
kinda-
can talk? Do you have a manager we can talk to?
Oh shit!
I mean,
She's tyranning him.
I'm sort of the manager.
Right, no,
Here?
but who's above you? You said you command the Wizards army, so they're not yours. So you've
Yes.
got a boss.
Yeah.
So
Where's the
where's
wizard?
your boss?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. This is what they do. They do this
Where's the
okay
fucking
thing.
wizard,
They do
Ethan?
this okay thing when you ask them a question that obviously feels like it should have an answer, but they haven't come up with it yet. And then they're going to invent it to fill in whatever fucking blanks. And that's how you find out that Ethan's 23 years old or some bullshit. All right. Ethan, where's your man? Where's your boss? Who's in charge, Ethan?
He's out tending the chickens.
The chickens. Where are the chickens, Ethan?
Oh god, there's
He points at
chickens
the
here
he
too,
points
man.
at the chicken coop.
Where's the wizard, Ethan?
The wizard comes out from behind the chicken coop.
Great.
Hey, while we're
Okay.
doing this, do you know where the pigs are, Ethan? Like, just like out of
What are you doing to the pigs,
curiosity.
Ethan?
You're not actually diddling the pigs, right? Like, I have.
Are you pulling a David Cameron on us?
What?
Are you pulling a David Cameron on us?
No.
Do you know what a David Cameron is?
I'm not.
What is
Do you
a
know
David
what one
Cameron?
is? Just let me. I'm not. I can't. If I say it, then he'll know what one is, and I want
I
to know
don't
if
know
he
what one
knows what
is.
one
Of
is.
course I do.
What is it?
A man.
No, but do you know what pulling a David Cameron is? If you don't
Fucking
know,
a pig?
Okay, so he knows what pulling a David Cameron is. How do you know that David Cameron fucked a dead pig in college?
You just told me.
Yeah,
He
except
he could kind of make that out from context clues. To be fair, I don't normally want to take Ethan's side.
I'm gonna.
So where the
Ethan, did that wizard exist before I asked where the goddamn wizard was?
This is how it's always been.
Is it how it's always been? So have I always been at this door yelling at you?
No.
Really? What were you doing before I was yelling at you? Because I think you've only been here while I've been yelling at you.
No.
Why? Why do you exist before
Because.
that?
Why wouldn't I?
Because you don't make sense, Ethan. You're a cowboy in a wizard's castle.
I have to have existed.
Why?
Because that's how everything works, isn't it?
Is it?
Isn't it?
Everyone starts at some point, Ethan. No one exists forever in either direction in time.
Unless they're
Unless
Not
they're
real.
a part of the fabric of their reality, in which case then it's different.
how far away is the chicken coop?
It's I don't know, a couple 100 feet away from the tower.
It's gonna have D start walking toward the chicken coop.
Okay, yeah, it's a goblin wizard wearing like standard wizard robes.
So the bad guy's a goblin. This feels racist.
Like our main nemesis, a goblin. Anyway, I'm just gonna go
He's
check
not our
on this.
nemesis. He's working for the bad guy.
I mean, like, yeah, but like we have an you have to admit we have an established rapport with Gabo at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't like
Fucking hate
him,
that
but
guy.
like he feels more like a nemesis than this mysterious third party who none of us have met.
It would be funny watching
Might be
Gabo try to
imaginary.
deal with this place. That would be hilarious.
Nothing is funny about Gabo. Someday we will kill Gabo.
Oh, it would be
whenever-
funny, though, for him to be their problem.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna go talk to the wizard. I'll be right back. He starts walking toward the wizard.
Is it secretly Gabo? I'm just kidding.
All right, and it's also not a wizard Babbitt.
Speaking of the world of all elves.
So yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's feeding the chickens.
Hey, man. Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Where are the pigs?
There's no pigs.
Okay, you're not gonna believe this shit. Some guys from the town said you've been stealing their pigs.
I actually did the pig thing. The pig was me just picking a random kind of livestock.
Wait, have you stolen any livestock, man?
Stole the chickens, I'm betting.
Do you steal these chickens?
Yes, of course I did.
Why?
What do you mean? Yes, of course you did.
Why'd
Why
you
are
steal
you
the
stealing
chickens, wizard?
man?
I wanted the chickens.
I was trying to take your side, man, but you're out here stealing chickens.
I needed their eggs.
For what?
You could pay someone for the
For
eggs.
breakfast.
You
We
could,
eat them.
right? But
I eat eggs for breakfast. We all eat eggs for breakfast.
You apparently though have an army though, right? Like, how are you paying that army?
I swear to God, if you say eggs,
With
I
money.
swear to God.
Right, then you have money. Why don't you just buy eggs? Isn't it less expensive to just buy eggs than to get a whole ass army?
D starts pacing back and forth like Luther the anger translator. Oh, come on. The shit.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to buy eggs instead of raising an army to steal chickens?
Yes. It would have.
Have you been stealing chickens with the army? Is that why the army's here?
That's what they've been doing, yes.
What the fuck? D begins pacing more, energetically.
What is the purpose of any of you?
Stealing chickens.
Ethan, what's the purpose
Building
of
an
any
army.
of you?
Chickens stealing army.
I lead the wizards.
No. I get that. But you've created this complex pantomime of raising an army to steal chickens
For eggs
that you could have just purchased for less money than the army. So, I mean, obviously this is here for a purpose, right? Someone had an expectation.
What the shit is happening?
Right, Ethan? Someone had an expectation of a wizard. So a wizard exists, right?
He exists.
Right. But, and I know you're saying he always existed, and that's fine. But why did he always exist?
He was born.
From whom?
Look.
What mind hath wrought you, Ethan?
This is just how it is.
Right, but every story has an author, Ethan. Every story has an author, and I want to know who's authoring this wild-ass take. It's like that fucking casino episode of Next Generation.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about your very nature, Ethan. And I'm sorry that you choose not to look more inward. To not truly, fully experience existence. Instead, just giving us this mime of a charade. The shadow of life.
So while this is going on,
Yes.
Obi thinks that he can speak things into existence in this world.
All right. Okay.
So he's off experiment. He's just like by the side of the road, like experimenting, like trying to bring a tank
into existence, trying to shoot like magic missile out of his hands, just
Okay. I mean, that's not happening.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you talk to one of them, you might be able to get a tank. If you ask the cowboy where his tank is.
That's true.
Oh.
Okay. I want to know, Ethan. You're the puppet. Who's pulling the strings, Ethan?
I work for the wizard. I command his armies.
Wizard man, what's your deal?
All right, wizard. Walk over to the wizard. I know this is not going to get me anywhere, and you're going to be really fucking frustrating to talk to, but what's your fucking deal, wizard? I'm obviously going to detect spooky. I'm assuming he's spooky, but I just want to...
He's spooky.
I'm just checking.
Of course he's spooky. Why wouldn't he be?
What's you're a wizard, right? You're supposed to be wise, right? The word for wizard comes from wise and originally meant philosopher in the original meaning, and therefore you must have deeper questions, right? It's in your very nature as a wizard, correct?
Of course.
Of course, which means you've asked the question of why are you here? I, too, am a wizard, which is why I ask these questions. So, as you are a wizard, you would look for insight into the nature of your existence, would you not?
Of course.
Of course. So, who the fuck
And that's
made
what
you?
I've been doing.
Then who the fuck made you, chicken boy?
Do the
Look, this
chickens
is
have
how
to
it
do with
is.
it, maybe?
No.
This is how the world is.
Why, but a wizard asks why the world is this way. And you
This
are
is just
a wizard.
the world.
But you are a wizard, and you would have to want to know why the world is this way. I'm doing my fucking best here. Trying to Captain Kirk my way out through this shit.
Obi comes up to the wizard and just,
What's the last digit of pi?
Oh, he's Magicon, not a computer.
Dang it.
There is no last digit of pi.
That is correct, but I'm pretty sure we all... I mean, maybe D doesn't know that, but I'm pretty sure the rest of us know that for sure.
I don't like digital pie for the firstly. I like pie I can eat, so take that.
Sweetie. But you're a wizard. So tell me why the world is this way. Where does your magic come from, wizard? You must have
Why
asked.
chicken?
He, just throws his hands up and says, "This."
He throws his hands up and says, "This."
He like gestures to everything around him and says, "This. This is where my power comes from."
And where did this come from?
This place sucks. You need to
I
get
don't
better
know.
powers.
You don't
This
know.
has always been here.
Well,
It's freaking always been here. This is great. I love
did
it.
you like not study at all?
I don't.
when
I
you were
don't
learning
like.
How to do
I don't like
wizard
this.
stuff?
I don't like you. I don't want to keep talking with you.
Oh
Okay.
my God, you're now my favorite. Okay, so all right. You don't like me. This is so great. Everybody else has been so fucking nice. Okay. Oh. Let me tell you, getting an honest answer out of someone is just so... It's like fucking pulling teeth. Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.